Time for some international hockey. Hi guys, it's Steve back again with another FHM video. This time we're in Season 8, Episode 8. We like how that works. Of Barry McCockiner's ascent to the NHL and eventually the Stanley Cup. We're in the Division 1A World Championships, working with Team Lithuania for, I believe, the 5th consecutive season. And we're going to be playing against France, Poland, Kazakhstan, Hungary, and Estonia. Hopefully, we can at least stay in the tournament. Am I expecting a promotion? No, although our roster is pretty good. So we'll see what happens. So these are our lines. No one who's necessarily going to score the lights out. But again, Division 1A, excuse me, players and games can be quite misleading because even in real life, it was incredibly volatile in 2024. And even the year before in Nottingham, when I actually went to that tournament, it was pretty fun to watch too. So let's see what happens against the French. We get killed 5-1 in Krakow. Not ideal. Brody Newman's a point per game in the U18 world. Polensky hasn't done squat, which I'm surprised. He's only getting 8 minutes a game. Is there any way I can check the lines? Yeah, so Newman's on the first line and Polensky's on the fourth. Really? All right, well, we're playing our neighbors in Poland, so let's see what happens in game number 2 of the Division 1A Worlds. We win. Green Bay Gambler draft pick. I don't know if he's going to play with them yet. Simas Ignatavicius gets it done. Congrats to him, by the way, being the first Lithuanian, I believe, well over 15 years to get drafted to the USHL. All right, so midway through the Worlds, we have a development report. Alex Kovacs, who could be a potential star later on. We'll see how he works out. Tommy Vainanen, he looks like he's just going to be a big pile of meh if we do bring him in. No offense to him, of course. Daniel Selkirk, who has been playing good in the ECHL. I wish I could bring him up. It's just I didn't really see a place for him in the lineup. Tim McMahon's doing all right. Bobby O'Connendon's doing all right as a goalie. Joy Bapst, draft eligible this year. Wonder what happens with him. Charagu, Mike Corbett, Evan Bean, Philip Fight. Anything with Tanner Musial, he's draft eligible as well. Polensky +2, so he's a 1.5 now. Jeez. And then Brennan Schultz, who is just getting better and better as time goes on. Let's just make him a 10 rated shadow. He's proven to be quite the pickup by us. Will Stotts +3 again. He could be a sneaky good player. And Scott Viano, I don't know if he's draft eligible or not. And then, yeah, a couple of the first rounders or the last draft picks, Lisezi and Westland. One thing I found out you can do is actually check out the scouting rankings. So we're going to see where our guys are ranked. So first things first, do we have anybody in the PIJHL? Okay, that's not it. Daniel Selkirk is the 67th ranked skater for North Americans. It's pretty high. I mean, I barely even gave him playing time, so we'll see what happens with him. And then from the Vancouver Giants, I figured Joey Bass would be somewhat high, no? He's doing all right. Did I skip over them? Okay. Joey Babst, 164. Mark Coble, 249, which is a... then again, he's been passed over, so I get that. And then Scott Viano, 349. Yeah, that I can understand. What about Tanner Musial, though? Because I remember him, he has stupid high potential, so I'm figuring he'd be pretty high up there. He's the number 3 ranked goalie for North Americans. Who's number 1? A Frenchie named Gauthier Colombo. And then Matt Dornan from the Oshawa Generals is number 2. All right, so game number 3, we're playing against Kazakhstan, the host of the 2019 Division 1A Worlds, who I believe bounced right back up on home ice. Let's see what happens in Poland. And we get blanked 2-0. Not great. But at least we have the 1 win so far, so there is still some hope that we could stay up. So Nathan Casola has once again gotten himself in trouble. Joey Baps is the only guy who seems to be peeved off with him, but even still, it's not ideal. Next up, we're playing against Hungary. Let's see how this game goes. We crushed them. 5-2. What? In years past, Hungary would have smoked us like a cigar. Oh boy, could we medal? Canada defeats Germany at the U18s. Brody Newman with another apple. What about the game against Russia? 2 goals and an apple. So Brody Newman with Team Canada at the U18 level. 7 points in 5 games so far. Yeah, this kid's a stud. All right, so in our last game against Estonia, I did a look at the standings. Kazakhstan is playing France. That is the gold medal game. If France wins this one, it's them and Kazakhstan going up. But Lithuania versus Estonia, it is the bronze medal game. We're tied on points. Whoever wins this gets bronze. But if Kazakhstan wins, whoever wins this gets silver. So, could we get promoted to the IHF Men's World Championships? Let's play this one and find out. Mark Vitanen gets a 2-minute bench minor for Estonia. We are on the power play. Ignatavicius gets called for slashing. Estonia gets their first power play of the game. We could be in real trouble here. There you go. What'd I say? Rudolf Morashko, assisted by Maxim Borkov, who was, I think, the best Estonian prospect we've seen in a long time. He could have probably been picked this year. He just unfortunately wasn't. And Nikita Buzakov. Christian Kombe doubles Estonia's lead. Can we replicate our magic with the Vancouver Giants in this game? Kirill Steklov called for a roughing. We're on the power play. We have 11 minutes and 48 seconds to change the fate of this hockey game. And Eric Nevolainen triples, or not even triples, he just adds to the lead. 3-0 Estonia. We will likely maintain our place in 4th. Yep, we're done. Maxim Borkov, 4-0 Estonia. Yep, we lose 4-0 to Estonia. We get blanked, and I believe we are finishing 4th in this Division 1A Worlds. Listen, we stayed up. That was the goal. Obviously, we caught some fire, and I thought we would potentially get promoted even. If we won this game, there was a really good chance that we did. And Estonia might get promoted. Who knows what happens to Kazakhstan and France? So let's sim to the rest of the other games today and find out what our fate is. Yeah, so like I said, so even on goal difference, or I think it might have been, so France won, but even with that, Estonia still went up. And we actually moved down to 5th. Ooh, the things we could have done had we stayed up. Whatever, man. We probably, I'm assuming goal difference would have played a role here. We would like to go to in 4th just because if we were on level with points, we probably would have been, yeah, 4th. Because in theory, Estonia would have moved down here to 5th. Yeah, we would have been 4th. Even still, we didn't get relegated, and I guess there's always next year if we would make it there. Oh, God. Wow. Dusseldorf, they want to sign us. I won't lie, it's tempting. It's very freaking tempting. Let's see what the money's like. 48. Roughly the same as Lausitz. Yeah, it's going to change a bit, I'm sure. Might even go up. There you go, 50-something. Where did they finish in the DEL? Okay, they're staying up no matter what. 11th is not bad at all. What does their roster look like? How many expiring contracts for foreigners? Okay, this guy's gone. Most likely Jack Sparks. I remember that guy was picked by the Kings. He's like 6'8". Yeah, there you go, 6'8", 242. Kevin Bicker's gone, most likely, which is a big loss for them. Even still, is that Jacob Frasca? Jordan Frasca. Even still. Not 100% sure if that's what I want. Is that Mississauga Steelheads, Dylan Gordon? Oh my God, it is. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I have to make a decision right away, don't I? Yeah. As tempting as it is, honestly, we might just hold out so that way we can actually get our reputation points, improve it, and then resign on June 30th, excuse me. We'll see what happens, but it's definitely a tempting offer, and it's probably a sign that this chapter of Barry's career is likely behind him. And what a surprise, the most dominant team in WHL history, at least in recent memory for this game, wins the Ed Chenoweth Cup. Surprisingly, they won their first series in 6. Edmonton made it really interesting. And then they reverse swept Calgary, which was wild. Then they came back from a 2-2 tie, and they beat Regina in 6. And they beat the Victoria Royals, who we were eliminated by, in 7 games. So Brock England, the superstar, gets his ring. Britt Hewlett gets one. Jackson Gillies gets one. Congrats to the Broncos. U18 Worlds. Canada won the whole thing. So how did Polensky and Newman do? Newman finished with 9 points in 7 games. And Polensky had 3 apples in 7 games. That's not overly promising. In the June 2031 development report, potentially our last one ever, the Vancouver Giants. We're still not sure what's going to happen here. Evan Bean improves some more. Borowski, you're probably gone. You know what, actually? Is the Memorial Cup over yet or not even, huh? Starts on June 3rd. Who are our overagers? Rami Borowski. You've been with us the entire way. You were a hell of a player for us. You improved your points total by just a mere goal. But Edmonton will still be lucky to have you. However, let's try and get something out of you. So, after shopping Borowski, I've come to a shocking realization that I am glad I came across now before it got problematic. We have 10 incoming overagers. So, let's try and keep our team young, but also contending. You know, like this trade right here for Borowski, like we have a good return guaranteed. You know, even Britt Hewlett. Imagine that. All right, so despite the fact we have potential top picks on the table here, we're going to improve the future of the Giants as soon as possible. We're trading Ryan Borowski for Jonathan Bolesky and a second-round pick. So I'm looking at our job security, and because of our trade letting go of Borowski, we actually might get fired. They're calling for our heads. This is great. It's not like I'm improving the future of the team. Kane Riggs also to Moose Jaw for their first-round pick, which would, I believe, be 3rd overall. So for our WHL awards, MVP, who does it go to? Braden McCrory, no surprise, he was a monster. Playoff MVP, Ort Lieb, good player. Jim Piggott Trophy, best rookie, goes to Kevin Dolman. Best defenseman goes to McCrory, no surprise. I'm going to guess Jackson Gillies gets this one. There you go. Lloyd Saunders, I'm going to guess Mitch Gagne. And then Rebecca Johnston gets McCallum. There you go. That might be our last WHL awards, because after getting all those offers throughout the season, especially in Germany, it's definitely an opportunity we want to explore. So this might be our last episode with the Vancouver Giants. There you go. Another job opportunity, this time in the ECHL, the league that would probably give any fan of this series PTSD. The Reading Royals, yeah, kiss my Jamaican backend. Kiss Barry's Jamaican backhand, pardon me, but yeah, honestly, with the work that we have to do with Vancouver and the fact that, there you go. Oh my God. Yeah, the fan happiness is at 0. We're out. We're done. I'm leaving. The fans, no matter what, were never happy, and they're calling for me to get fired. It's been relentless. It has not stopped. You know what? You're getting, wait, Simade at least. That is actually pitiful. I was expecting a bit more in terms of season score, but I get it. 21 points, that's going to be 4 improvements to Barry's stats. So let's improve physical training. Let's improve offensive, physical, and defensive one more time. Just so like we're getting closer to double digits all over here. Let's see if his let's see if his reputation has improved. Known regionally, I believe it was different before. So that's always good. Yeah, I mean, the fans are calling for my head. So you know what? You got your wish. With rumors of increasing tension in the front office, that's one way to put it, Vancouver has relieved, or Barry McCockiner has left his post as the team's general manager and head coach. My replacement, and Shea Rafferty, is the head coach. Best of luck to you guys. I did my best. Fans just hated me. We can maybe assume it was the race card, although Vancouver is not the fan base that's known for that. I don't even know if any of them in the WHL are, but Vancouver is the last city I would affiliate racist fans with. Anywho. Goodbye to guys like Anton Carlson, Rami Borowski, who we obviously just traded away, Philip Fight, wishing you the best in Smashville. Nathan Casola, wishing you the best as well. Brody Newman, you're going to be a stud at the NHL level. Best of luck. Brendan Schultz, you'll probably be a good NHLer at some point. You'll make the league, I'm sure. Stinky for Polanski. We had a whole season dedicated to your tank. We got you. We couldn't get you a ring. You're only 16, though, so you got a bunch of time left. And Evan Bean, the freaking brute, wishing you the best, buddy. And Tanner Musial and Mark Hope, I want nothing but the best for both of you guys. It's tough leaving Vancouver, but it had to be done. Truth be told, it had to be done. So, that's it. That's all, guys. Thank you very much for watching an incredible 8th season of Barry McCockiner's ascent to the Stanley Cup. Did not go how he wanted. You know, that first round was something else, though. That's definitely a fond memory I'll have for the rest of this series and even the rest of my FHM playing days. Second round, we made things interesting, even with powerhouse like Victoria. Just, they were incredible, but they lost in 7 to the eventual better team. Let's just hope for the best. I mean, I'm sure there'll be at least 1, maybe even 2 offers. We're staying with Team Lithuania. That much is certain, unless we get fired. But, yeah, Vancouver is now a distant memory. We'll see what happens next episode, what the next chapter of his career will be. If we even find out on July 1st, maybe we don't get an offer right away. We'll wait. Something's going to happen eventually. Some team's going to give him a call. Until then, thank you very much for all the support you guys have given me throughout this series, even when I did take my brief absence just because of my demanding jobs and stuff I was doing on the side. You guys still liked, subbed, you know, even when we were stagnant for about 3 weeks, there was unprecedented growth. So again, thank you guys. Seeing all those comments about how much you guys miss my videos, you know, there was a few. It made my day. It made me want to make these videos more, and thankfully I found the time to do it again. So just means the world to me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much. And I hope to see you all in Season 9. And if you're new, thank you for watching this episode. And if you enjoy content like this, please remember to like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in Season number 9.